Alright, hey everybody. So here's a slight change of plans from what I said I was going to do in the update video. So instead of doing a review of the vinyl bootleg that I said I might do in the update video, I'm instead going to do a review of a book I've had for a few months and really like. In fact, I think I was planning on doing a review of this, but I completely forgot to until now. The book is called Evenings with Led Zeppelin, the complete concert chronicle by Dave Lewis and Mike Tremaglio. Let's take a look. Led Zeppelin are one of the world's most well-known rock bands from the late 1960s to the early 1980s. Selling millions of albums and playing hundreds of concerts across the world, Led Zeppelin was the world's top music attraction in the 1970s, which has led to many documentation attempts, such as both bootleg and some official recordings, accounts, merchandise, and more being the subject of lots of discussion and interest across the internet and amongst fans. As such, a great resource for info on Led Zeppelin concerts is Evenings with Led Zeppelin, the Concert Chronicle by Dave Lewis and Mike Tremaglio. In fact, in my opinion, it's in some ways better than the band's official concert archive website. But enough rambling on. Let's see what this book's all about. The book opens up with an introduction by tour manager Richard Cole. It then goes into various credits and acknowledgments. It then goes into some of the band members' early history, before eventually getting to their first tour in 1968. This is also what leads in to the general formula that the rest of the book will follow. Said formula goes a little something like this. So, the top of each page will usually start with the set list for said concert that the page is about. And if there was more than one concert at that venue on the same day, then both concert set lists will be listed. Then it goes into some background information about the concert, then some reviews from around the time, and then information about the available recordings of said concert, whether it be official or unofficial. There are also pages which separate and discuss each tour in detail, usually discussing the events leading up to a tour, as well as images of tickets, albums that came out around the time of said tour, or just general advertisements for a concert or the tour as a whole. These things are also featured on standard pages of the book that detail individual concerts. Something interesting these pages make you realize is just how much this one image of the band from 1968 was used across their career for promotional advertisements and the like. I mean, my God, did they overuse this image a lot. Heck, the latest example I can find of them using this image is from 1977. Yeah, 10 years almost after the photo was taken. There's also this weird photo I found that says it's of Robert Plant sad over his son's death, but no, it was used before this as well for a canceled concert in 1975. One advantage that this book has over the website is the size and placement of the images. On the Led Zeppelin official website concert archive, the images are just at the bottom of the page or to the side, and they're so small that 90% of the time, the ones that are advertisements for the concerts just look like just mere text from far away sometimes. So it honestly makes me a lot of the time not interested to click on them when I used to use only the website. But now that I have this book, I've become far more interested at looking at a lot more of these advertisements in greater detail, because they're more than just text. And not only that, but they also show some tickets every now and then. In addition, there's also these pages that are sort of like these full-page spreads of just one image. On occasion, there will also be ones with two images for concerts that were canceled or for concerts that have no set list, and then the formula will be slightly disobeyed by not featuring any set list or by just generally giving the reason why said concert was canceled, in addition to some photos of the venue and tickets, as well as some news reports discussing the concert being canceled. There's also an interesting page discussing at what points each recording is used for the Song Remains the Same concert film and live album. There are also pages discussing what was going on with the band during times when they weren't touring. This book also got me really interested in the year 1969 for them, which was the year where they played the most concerts of their career. In fact, did you know that during that year, the band played barely any material from their second album, which came out that year, and they were recording throughout most of the course of their tours during that year. Even when it was the tour during that year that was considered the Led Zeppelin 2 tour, the band only played Heartbreaker, What Is and What Should Never Be, and Moby Dick as mainstays in their set list. It's rumored that they played Whole Lotta Love as an encore, and it is confirmed that they did play Bring It On Home as an encore at one show in San Francisco. Another thing I'd definitely say this book has over the website is the amount of photos featured. The official Led Zeppelin website, for example, doesn't have a photo featured for the Copenhagen performance in 1979, but this book actually has quite a few, among other examples. Now, this book certainly doesn't have everything, but I don't blame it. In fact, my copy is the revised and expanded edition, which means it has more stuff than the original version of the book had. But of course, there's new stuff being found a lot, such as the Carnegie Hall performance, which was found after this book came out, as well as the fairly recently found 1970 Madison Square Garden footage. Another thing that the book doesn't have that the band's website does have is various events that took place around the time of concerts, as well as 45 sleeves and promotional merch that was sold at concert. It also doesn't have any tour program images. Essentially, if you don't know what a tour program is, it's essentially a little book that you get advertising the band's tour, as well as their albums, as well as just giving general information about the band and what they're doing around the time. These are featured on the Led Zeppelin website as, quote, flip books. Essentially, what you can do is you can go on the band's website and basically just view the tour programs in their full quality on the internet. Essentially, sort of like the Internet Archive. But I suppose it makes sense for it not to include these in full in the book because, these are full-on booklets. So, that would be kind of long, wouldn't it? You'd need a lot of pages to store all these, programs and stuff. But let me tell you, if there's one thing they should have included in the book, it's the fact that at Nebworth, they sold pizza, sausage rolls, pork pies, Cornish pasties, sandwiches, apple pies, chalk rolls, popcorn, tea, coffee, ice-cold drinks, at quick service, open all day, on sale, at the big marquees. Whoop-de-fucking-do. But in all seriousness, overall, despite the things it's missing, this book is really good. And at the things it does have, I'd say it does it better than the official Led Zeppelin website. Personally, I'd recommend using both the book and the website in conjunction with each other. Use the book for general information on the concerts, as well as available recordings, photos, all that good stuff. And use the website for various extras and tour programs. And to learn about all that good-ass food they had at Nebworth. Oh, fuck yeah. Anyways, overall, this book is great. And I had a lot of fun making this video. It's my first ever music video on the channel, and I hope to make more videos based on various topics I'm into. I don't want this to be an exclusive gaming channel, like it seemed to be at first. So, I hope you enjoyed this new subject for the channel, and I hope you enjoy another video if I make another video on music, which I probably will. And I hope you enjoy whatever my next video game video ends up being. Take care, guys. This is Nick. Have a good day.